Welcome back to Legendary Mel Games. I'm your host, Joe. And today we are tackling this week's Doom Community Mapper Showcase. This time, coming to us from October 10th, 2024, from mapmaker Austin Amackert. This is Afflicted. Now, before we get too far into this, let's go ahead. Our music for this WAD comes to us from AD 79. We have, for a title screen, Insomnia, the main map itself, OVNI, and the intermission screen is the song Waiting Room. Now, the reason I want to tackle this is because this is a good introduction WAD to people getting into slaughter maps. So as you can see, there's 3,286 monsters, 302 items, and there's going to be a little bit of a caveat with the secret. And the reason I say this is the secret is extremely well hidden. It actually involves 3 different timed switches. The reason I know this is he actually posts about it in the Doom post when he debuts this map. So he does reveal what order you need to hit them in. So I'll do my best to showcase that as we go to make sure you don't miss it yourself. And with that said, let's go ahead, set our save, and let's get ready to have some fun. Alright, so are we going with mucus flow vibes here? I have no idea, but anything that can get me ready for slaughter is going to be extremely important. Looks like the community has posted that you are wanting one of our new megawads, once the series finishes, to be Sunlust. So we are definitely going to need all the practice we can get. Man, I'm loving the spinning details on the ceiling up there. Very nice. Let's go ahead, get security armor, get the shotgun. We're already seeing the bodies laid out. Let's see what we have to work with here. So, blue key, regular switch. Let's see what we unveil. Okay, so we're starting off light with the hit scanners, and let's be honest, nothing light about that. A whole group of hit scanners like this can be just as bad as a Spire Mastermind. Just try to catch them in corners. Main thing is just get that chain gunner out of here. Alright. Just like that. So far, so good. Alright. Now, before this area gets any more off the rails, because I'm sure it's not going to be that easy. One of the switches is back here by the blue key card. Again, he does tell us where the switches are, so it's in the back corner here, and you'll notice it right there. Again, these are shooty switches, so go ahead, pump it full of bullets, because at least in the Kex port on console, you don't really get any feedback to know that you hit it. I am sure on the computer you do. So with that said, let's go ahead and put our blue key card to use. Alright, so let's go ahead, hit the switch. Okay. And enemies are spying at the start. Great. This is not your safe area. Alright. Noted. Let's get the health. Let's get back up top. Now that the rooms are starting to clear out with infighting, we just need some breathing room. Go ahead and load up on the ammo as we basically become a stationary turret. Except much more agile than the Spire Mastermind. We are what the Spire Mastermind wished it could be. The speed of the evil Marines. Oh my gosh, I'm sure someone has made that happen in some mod somewhere. Just created the ultimate spider mama that can run around as fast as you can. Good grief. Alright, now with all that done, let's make sure we're cleared out down below. Just let the chain gun do the talking, because this is literally the very first fight. You know it's going to be the easiest one. Especially if they're training us in slaughter type maps. I can only imagine. With 3,000 monsters. Alright. Just like that, we're at 384 kills. No items are... Again, we're working toward the secret. So, let's head forward. Switch. And now we get SSG. Okay. So with this one, notice with our items, even though it's 302, when you pick up the armor bonus, it's not just worth 1. So those are worth 20 apiece. And let's go ahead, hit a switch, and see what we've got in this one. Right off the bat, go ahead and get the supercharged shotgun ammo, and let's start our circles. This looks like a good circle arena, especially with Hell Knights flooding in. Let's just try and contain the masses. Oof. Alright, we'll go this way. And so far, it definitely looks like a good circle arena, especially with Mancubus. As long as we don't get stuck on the Hell Knights. So let's go ahead and grab some health, and just let all this kind of sort itself out. Mancubus and Revenants, the two kings of infighting. They can usually handle most of the heavy lifting for us. I have a feeling the Barons are going to be a problem. It always seems like in these style maps, the Barons always end up making it out. Oh, come on, meatball. Yep, don't ever go back. When you're running circles, don't ever turn back. We'll just hope that the meatballs get wound up in all this madness. Of course, we'll give them an extra tap every now and then, too. Just help things along. Especially the Barons. I do not trust them one bit. So basically, we had step 1, the chain gun slaughter. Now we have step 2, the SSG slaughter. So I'm guessing the next one's going to be rocket launcher slaughter. Let's see. And here's a bunch of armor bonuses. Be careful that we don't miss them. We're going to have to remember they're there before the floor gets too littered. Yep, Baron still making it like usual. And meatballs out. Come on, buddy. You have had your time to shine. Somehow you never go down in these fights. I mean, I'm pretty sure the Mancubus doesn't have that much different health than you do. I'm pretty sure the Mancubus has like 800 health. Maybe I'm way off base here, but I'm always amazed how the Barons always survive these fights. And the Hell Knights, bravo! Literally, it's like the whole Hell Knight tribe just made it through unscathed. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and continue our blender now that we know where our targets are. And just like that, this area, done. Alright, let's go ahead and get the health. Let's get the goodies. Make sure we're topped off on everything we can be. That brings us to 95 items, 725 kills, and let's move forward. Ooh. Doing the Ancient Aliens spirit animal warp there. Okay, let's get a feel for what this is. This looks huge. So, if we're going up the progression, we had the chain gun for the first room, we had the SSG for a second. This is definitely feeling like rocket launcher. That's definitely done move. I mean, obvious doors there and there. Just because of how different it is, I'm guessing that pillar's gonna come down. And one of these panels are moving. Maybe that one. Definitely that one. And there's the red key door. Okay. Got it. Let's begin the insanity. Alright. So let's go ahead. Let's hit our switch. Looks like we get a rocket launcher and a whole tomato army. Alright, let's deal with the Caca Cloud while we're here. So far, nothing too bad. But I have a feeling it's going to get off the rails pretty soon. Alright, unfortunately, I literally see the Tomato Patch Kids in my nightmares at this point. So many maps we've been doing lately have just had a ton of these guys. And sometimes it feels like there's no end. Are you all done now? Okay, looks like we also get plasma rifle back here. Load up on our rocket ammo or plasma. Let's get plenty of armor. As one more escaped. Not for long. And just like that, we've got 757 kills, 135 items. And again, we're working toward that secret. So let's see what kind of pandemonium we can unleash next. Okay, I immediately noticed this lower. We've got revenants. Oh, great. And apparently we had some more tomatoes hiding out. Even better. And now imps are flooding in. Okay, so this area is going to get to where you can't move soon. I've got it. I've got it. Focus on the revenants as soon as they come into view. So far, so good. Just keep everything pushed back as long as we can. Okay, go away, Revenant Missile. We're in our moment, Revenant Missile. Stop with that. Okay, let's run ally here. Head down here to get some health. Plasma lead the way. And now we've got distance again, back to the rocket. Alright. This would be a very prime area, I would say, for some archviles, considering just how littered we're making this place. I don't want to give him ideas, but I'm sure he's already 10 steps ahead of us with that. Alright, let's get rid of the Revenant. Let's make sure the imps are all gone. As it looks like they all came from back here, and they've got their own switch. We've got rockets, we've got energy cells, we've got mega spheres. Okay, we're definitely getting archviles. If they're giving us mega spheres now too, I'm guessing the switch is going to lower the red key. Meaning we're going to get T-boned by something in here. Let's go ahead and make sure everything's out. And let's go ahead. I guess we'll go ahead and get one of the mega spheres. And let's get ready for some pandemonium. Alright, we've got switch. Round here. We got armor bonuses. We got the red key card. We got Cyber Demon in the middle now. Pandemonium pouring in. Ugh. Looks like we got BFG. Go! Gosh, you all. So annoying. Alright, I'm just gonna sit here for a bit. Definitely does not seem like the safest area to sit, but I don't know that out there is much better. Alright, if you could stop all that. We are defending this with our lives. At this point, we can get the Archviles stuck trying to revive things, giving us enough time to blow them up. Especially taking care of the Arachnotrons. Alright, BFG, go! We gotta work our way out of here. Wait till stuff floods in, especially the Archviles. You all get our full attention. My gosh, how many Archviles are there? And now we've got tomatoes again all of a sudden. They must be reviving them. Let's go ahead, try and work our way out of here so we can get more health. As we have everything pretty much piled up in the middle, creating an absolute trap for any Archviles. Because they're just going to get stuck trying to revive stuff. Their programming definitely working against them here. Right, buddy? Again, just piling everything up in the middle here. Again, let's try and just keep everything in the middle here as we make our great escape. Alright, if you all would stop that. Thank you. Alright, over here we can get another Mega Sphere. Rocket ammo that we very much need. BFG, let's go. Alright, let's go ahead over here. Archviles, I am sick of you. So sick of you. You wouldn't believe how sick I am of you. Holy cannoli. I don't know that I've ever fought so many Archviles before. Well, I guess in your mom.wad, that was definitely the only other time I've seen this many Archviles in one map. The problem is, I knew it was going to happen the second that we ended up shooting anywhere near the middle. It just caused every one of the Archviles to just do an about face on us. Holy heck, Cyber Demon, you have a lot of health. There. Cyber Demon out. A lot of this stuff out, thankfully. Let's get the ammo. And let's rocket the rest until we see a reason not to. Alright, now let's check this area carefully. With so many bodies, it's going to be easy for enemies to hide in the piles. Let's just make sure we don't blow ourselves up doing it. And I still hear enemies back here, maybe? Yep. Okay, and just like that, I think we're clear. We got all the ammo, we've got all the health. Now here is switch 2 for our secret in this map. It's going to be where the chain gunners were, over here. And it's going to be hidden in this back corner. So just go back here. You really can't see it hardly at all. You can kind of see it on the side here, that there's an indent. Just go ahead, just light this entire area up with fire, just to make sure you've got it hit. And again, just to make sure that we don't accidentally miss it. I'm not worried about these lower weapon ammos. Again, if you're playing it on PC, you're going to have the visual cues to help you. Alright, and here we go. On to the final arena at 1622 kills, 178 items, and we're working on that secret. We've got one switch left to hit. And you can just see how enormous this area is going to be. So let's go ahead and get the armor bonuses. We'll ignore everything else for now. And let's get started. Poke the switch, and let's get ready to run. Alright, let's go ahead. Let's get the armor bonuses. Both sides of the switch that we're waiting to lower. And here comes the crazy. As we've got Mancubus galore. At this point, I'm just doing smaller circles to get everything to come in. Even smaller, let it all come down. Meatballs in the middle. No thank you. Now let's push our way out just a little bit. Right now we're just running the field, clearing ways for ourselves. And so far so good. Back down near the middle. Just let the tomatoes fill the room. Let's get some more ammo. And again, just rely on all this infighting as much as we can. As we'll start securing the middle the best we can. Get ammo, get health. Revenants, you have no place here. So the tough thing about the Revenants is they're going to fill the perimeter. And it's going to make it very hard because they're just going to bombard everything in the middle with their missiles. So let's go up and around, get the supercharge. And let's continue to hide in the middle of all this. Over here, much needed mega armor, more ammo. And don't stop for anything. As we continue to try and dodge all this for as long as we can. Much needed health. Keep working it around. There's another supercharge over here. Luckily, we've got a lot of things in fighting at this point, taking some of the pressure off of us. Right now, still doing our best to avoid the Revenant missiles. Keep going. And just like this, things are already starting to thin out. So at the moment, let's actually switch and not do BFG. Now that we have enough breathing room, let's just start throwing all of our shade in the middle. And look at those panel mills just doing their dance right in the middle of everything. Take a hike, you all. My gosh, we're literally a blender of rockets in the middle of this whole pile. Okay. Well, that was crazy. Let's make sure we got all the items out of the side corners. Now up here is going to be one of the final switch we need to hit in our sequence for the secret. And it's going to be right over here. Just plaster this area, the one by the front door that we came in. Just make sure we get plenty of shots over there. Basically, just let the Mancubus finish infighting with everything. We are not in the least bit interested in the Mancubus. And the Painel mills are just making everything unbearable over there. Again, make sure you have this area well hit. Again, if you're on PC, I'm sure that switch lights up, making it much more obvious. That's just a Kex Doom thing. Alright, let's go ahead and start the next sequence of this. As the pillars come up, and the cyber demons come out to play. Get ready. Unfortunately, it's not just cyber demons, however. We've also got Archviles. Hooray! Just try not to get stuck on the pillars. Get plenty of ammo, get plenty of health. And let's remember there is the megasphere we left in the middle. Biggest thing is just getting the Archviles out of there. Let's continue around and plan our next attack. Alright, let's immediately backtrack and head back to the door, because this will actually lower the pillars so we can see what we're fighting now. Notice that's our secret exit that we opened with the switches, otherwise you'd be exiting here. Tracers lead the way. We are punching our way toward the megasphere in the middle. There. And just like that, let's get more health. Let's get more ammo. Keep the pressure up. As we get a little bit closer. Just like that. And head back here for even more ammo. And now let's give it to everything that's still left moving. Bouncing the tracers off of anything that's still here. Mainly get those final Archviles out of here. And I am so surprised the Mancubus actually made it all the way through. So surprised. But let's give them their glorious send-off for such an amazing job. Go ahead, guys. Rest assured, you survived the chaos. Now go away, buddy. Revenant, why? Just why? Okay, and I'm pretty sure it's all of them. Let's duck around here to lose any missiles. Nope, still Mancubus. Alright, I believe you are the last survivor. And just like that, I believe this one is done. Just look at the chaos. So that was a grand total of 4,394 monsters. That is also all items. And for good measure, here is our secret, thanks to the 3 switches we hit. And it is a secret thank you room. You know, not just a major thanks to us, but a major thanks to Austin Amackert, as well as AD79 for providing this amazing music for us. As we look, we have some UDMF sketches of some of the things we went through. You can actually see all the cacodemons there that were poised, ready to attack us when we got the switches. We've got cats, which are always fun in Doom. You also have when we took out the Revenants in that same room. I don't recognize this one. Might be from a different WAD. More cats. And there's our tag team, Tomato and Meatball themselves. I actually didn't know they had plushes, but that's amazing. Now I've got to find me a Tomato and Meatball plush. Come on now. That's the perfect tag team right there. Got the whole pasta party together. And just like that, Afflicted, we are done. As we head out in style. Boom. Oh, this is a heck of a fun map. What can you really say about this? I think this is perfect for anyone wanting to get into more slaughter style maps. I always have a little bit of trouble when people say a slaughter map, because the problem is some people new to Doom could think that Go To It from Plutonia is a slaughter map. And some might even think some earlier Scythe 2 maps are slaughtery. But I think it's easier to describe what slaughter is not than to describe what it is. I mean, we know it's not going to be 500 monsters spread out. So, for instance, Liminal Doom 2, Map 5 Threshold. It's not going to be running and gunning typically with the chain gun and SSG. You typically are going to be maximizing the use with the BFG. And I think it really does change from person to person what is considered slaughter. I think this is a really good rendition of 4 different versions of slaughter you could run into. The first section being predominantly chain gun, the second section SSG, third section with the rocket launcher and plasma, and then the final section with the BFG, your more conventional. I think this is genius and a very, very necessary WAD for people to transition into getting used to the more slaughtery style maps. And again, considering it's looking right now like the community is voting for me to tackle Sunlust coming up, definitely need to get in that mind frame. So again, a huge thank you to Austin. I'm going to have his download link, as always, in the description down below, so you can try this out yourself. It is an amazing time. I would recommend anyone even remotely interested in slaughter maps to give this a shot. And please make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe so more people see our videos. We'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone.